Hi guys, it's M2K
and Salem.
and today we're going to be talking about Steve's TNT and Enderman's TNT. So we're going to tell you everything. All right, I can't do this. We're going to be talking about everything about TNTs. You want to know the frame data, kill percent, setups, and all that stuff. We're going to tell you all you need to know about TNTs. So TNT is Steve's down B. When you do it, you plant a TNT on the ground, and it also plants a switch, and that'll be important as I'll mention in a second. If you want the frame data of this move starts existing on frame 18. However, the total time of the move is 24 frames before I can shield, so I can shield on 25. In the air, it still comes out on 18, like it exists on frame 18. However, the total time is now 27 frames, so it takes 3 frames longer in the air. The switch is really important because it makes the TNT stronger. See, you could also hold the B button after down B and make redstone. So down B and you hold B, and you walk, and then release B, and you place that. Another way is by down B and just waiting, and then press down B again. And then you can make redstone. So it's like 2 ways to make redstone. Down B and hold B, or down B and just wait and then down B again. It's probably better just to down B and hold the B button, though. So that's how you place it down. Now, as far as kill percents, I have to mention that there's actually 4 different TNT explosions. So there's 4 different types of explosions. And this is very important. The switch one is actually the strongest. So place it on a switch. Now you break it. Now, this is the percent I'll die on. Now, this time, I'm going to show you the other type of TNT. Watch this. See how weak that is? Now I'm going to increase my percentage to 100. This is the exact percent this goes at. So let's do that again. So you can see the 24 damage TNT. That's the exact percent that kills. So basically, that move, the 24 damage TNT, kills me at 100%. 120 plus after hit. The other TNT kills me at 67%. So the TNT with the switch is much stronger. That's what I wanted to show. Now there's more to show actually, because saw how that move, this TNT of the switch, does 33 damage. Now I'm gonna space it out. So jump on the switch. I spaced it out, and you see how the TNT, instead of doing 33 damage, it did 16.8. It did less knockback, because I'm at the edge of the explosion. So basically, to tell you, there are 4 different explosions. There's a 24/12% explosion, and that is done by the TNT exploding naturally over time, or by doing enough damage to it. The switch TNT is 16 damage at a distance, or 33 damage at a close range. And then there's another rule, which is the person stepping on it. If I step on it, I take less damage. Another thing you can do is place TNT at the ledge. Now, if you try to shield this, you actually get hit. Because the person who steps on the switch, they do gain the person who steps on the switch, they do gain the benefit that you only take half the damage, no matter what the distance. So basically, if I step on the switch, even though I should take 33 damage here, I always take the least amount of damage. So I step on the switch. Normally the TNT close range is supposed to be 33, but because I stepped on the switch, I gain the benefit that it's a 16 damage one. So that is one benefit of the switch. However, there's a weakness to stepping on the switch, and that's that the person who steps on the switch cannot shield it. See how my shield comes up? Now, a very common situation is at the ledge. You place a TNT on ledge, and if they normal stand, they get hit. But you can normal stand in spot dodge. However, you cannot normal stand and roll, because roll is just slightly too slow, whereas spot dodge is just barely fast enough. Another thing you can do if they place it right here to beat that is to get up attack. Now, your opponent, if they're backed up here waiting for ledge roll, they can still react to ledge roll and be like, oh, you did get up attack and there's lag there, and they can still punish you. But it is a good way to beat it, unless your opponent knows that you know that, and then they're waiting for specifically that. So there was a lot on TNTs, and basically you could also do this and stand back and do that. That's a really safe edge guard. Like, let's say you hit them really far off stage. Like, let's say I forward throw you off. So and then right there, I either time it right and I hit him, or I could just run up and dash attack and either break a shield or shield poke. But however, ledge jump is a really good way to beat that. If I think he might ledge jump, I could just stand there and just hit him there when he's coming back. Or if he ledge rolls, I could if I think he might ledge roll and I down smash, I hit him at a low angle, which is really good. And also, there's also the chance for no TNT explosion. So there's a lot of different options you can do. And that's not even including this one, where you down smash the TNT, and then this is really good. You jump on TNT, down smash, and then hold the R button. If you hold the R button, I messed up. See how I had dodged through it? Just before the explosion happens, you just hold the R button. That's it. and then you don't take the damage. So that can be used for shield break setups. So I'll try to stand up here, try to do the shield break setup. Down smash, explosion, down smash. And then I get hit. And if I was to try to roll behind him, so even if it doesn't hit me and doesn't shield break me, it might shield poke, and even if I try to roll behind him, since down smash hits both sides, that's good too. So you can stay on TNT, down smash, air dodge, down smash. It doesn't cover every option, but it covers a lot of options pretty safely. And this time I'm going to buffer jump. So I'm going to jump right away, try to stay on down smash my jump. See? And you have 2 chances to hit. The down smash could have hit me, but if I do a slightly later jump, then the explosion can hit me. And yeah, they're not guaranteed to hit, but you have like multiple chances to hit. And at high percent, the down smash will kill, and then the explosion will kill. And even if they both miss, no lag. It's like no lag, no lag. And then I can literally just jab or something. So I can do something like this. And then you can just start jabbing right away. So the catch is it uses resources, but you can see that like you have a clear frame advantage, and between your down smash and your explosion, you have multiple chances to hit them. Now, as far as how many TNTs you have from the beginning of the match, you have 3 uses. So I have this one. And after it explodes, I can do exactly 2 more. If you watch my Steve Guy video, you'll know that you start the match with 18 dirt. Then I think it's 8 or 9 wood. I think it's 9 wood, and then 3 iron. However, the dirt and iron you have does not refresh between stocks. You have to keep digging it. Luckily, it's a very common material. And this is the last TNT I can do. And I still have enough redstone. But redstone is something you can collect it, but the odds of you actually running out of redstone is extremely small. Now that I've done 3 TNTs, I've down B, and I can't get the 4th. And if I respawn, I keep my materials, but then I still can't do the 4th. But then I just dig a bit, and then bam, I can do a TNT again. So to mention, it does use 13 dirt to make your first TNT. So from the beginning of the match, you have like 18 dirt, right? But then if I use a TNT, I only have like 5 more dirt before it starts using wood, and then it starts eating up wood. It uses the worst materials first, which is nice, because you know how important I've mentioned in other videos how important iron is. Well, luckily for TNTs, the only thing you need the only thing you need dirt and wood for is blocks and TNTs. And in my experience playing, I don't really, at least from the matches I've played, I don't really run out of blocks much, which means you can pretty much spam TNTs for quite a while. In matches, I've very rarely ran out of TNTs, because I'm usually digging like a good amount. It's rare to run out of TNTs, so don't worry too much about that. If you think they're off stage and you hit them like at a low angle, like as I mentioned, like try to like forward throw me. And then look at all the time you have to set up, and then like he could have just done his trap there. So there's a lot you can do with it. And as I said, the switch one, if they're like, let's say, since I'm at 100, what I recommend doing, here's what I recommend doing in tournament. Since I'm at 100, Salem could do stand on the TNT down smash. See, that caught my ledge jump. And if I did normal stand shield or roll, it can catch that too. I wonder how get up attack works, actually. I haven't looked at that one. Yeah, no, pretty much, it doesn't cover everything, but it can cover everything, and it's really safe. You smash attack, catch the ledge jump, explosion, catch a lot of stuff, and then you have no lag. So the reason I recommend doing that if your opponent's at like 90% plus or 100% plus is because that's the exact percentages around the... And keep in mind, this is without rage. With rage, it'll be even earlier, which is why I recommend doing this at 90 plus. You can do that setup to kill early. Now, if your opponent's at like 65, 70% or so, then I recommend, instead of doing that, I recommend doing this, and then digging right here. Because when you can dig here, and then step on it at whenever time you think they're going to stand up. By doing that, if my opponent was at 70, he would barely be enough to die, because it goes at 67. And then I could down smash if they roll in, I could step on it, I could just be digging here, I could be waiting for them to jump. They have limited options. And of course, as I said, they could stand up spot dodge to beat it, or they can get up attack, but both those things take time. Which means if you're standing back here and reacting, so if you put a TNT here, and you stand back here and react to your opponent by just looking at them, you guess first, and then you react second. There's a high chance that they're still being the lag animation of their dodge, or the lag animation of get up attack, or limited options from their ledge jump, or roll-ins, also easy reaction. And the down smash catches them and hits the switch. So there's a lot you can do for the ledge trapping. So if they're at 70%, as a review, if they're at 70%, I recommend doing this. Like 60 to 70%, I recommend doing that because it'll kill them. and being able to barely kill them, especially in a game with rage comeback mechanic, killing them before they reach that, that's always nice. And as I said, if they're at 100%, you could if they're at 100%, you can do stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities you can do, and that's just to scratch the surface. Now Salem will explain even more.
Okay, another thing about TNT, like this move kind of is weird because, like Jason said before, there's two kinds of TNT. Like there's the ground one and there's the air one. Of course, with the ground one, there's a switch, and with the air one, there's no switch. But you can actually give the air one a switch by just going there and just, placing down a redstone, which puts a switch there.
Go near it and down B, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So even if you do it in the air, you can just be like, what if I want to put a switch there now?
Oh, you can also drag it out by holding down B.
Yeah, so you have many options. Even if you were to go for the typical setup like this, you could be like, maybe I want to switch in this, Now it's there. So that's not a problem doing the air version. Like you can turn it basically into the ground version as well. Besides that, then TNT is kind of weightless. So let's say you want to just have it on like a block out here. See, it doesn't do anything. Like you can stand on it and
that's a loophole.
Yeah,
that's not supposed to happen. Look, here's what happens if you stand, guys. So if you don't know, if you place a block here, look how long it lasts. Now I'm going to stand on the block. Look how much faster it breaks. It breaks 4 times faster per frame if you're standing on it. But I guess there's a loophole that they haven't, that Salem found, where you can just stand on the TNT and damn, they didn't consider that possibility.
So
they forgot to code that in.
So it's a good way to stall while you're off stage, because like let's say you do this and this, and then you're just like, let me think about it. Okay, we out. Like you can do things like that. Another thing besides that, TNT makes no sense because so there's this thing where you can just mine on it. For some reason, you can just mine on TNT. Like it's like I don't understand. Does that make sense to you, Jason?
No, but I also want to mention something that's extremely important relating to that. It might seem pointless to mine on the TNT because it seems like you get this. Look, I'm going to go here, and look, I'm going to get like dirt and stuff, and it seems like you get the same materials. But there is something very important to mention about TNTs, which could actually change them on a competitive level. You know how you can get dirt and stuff from the stage I was just on, which is FD? FD, Battlefield and Small Battlefield. Sakurai thought those were the competitive stages, because of Elite Smash and stuff. So he was thinking, okay, so this is what actually matters. So I'm just going to pick like a different stage. A stage with, let's say, wood. Smashville is a stage that has wood. So let's see what happens if I stand on the TNT on Smashville. Do you think I'll get wood? Do you think I'll get dirt? Or do you think the TNT will be completely different and I'll get iron? Think about that logically for a second, and now I'm going to show you what actually happens when you stand on it. Iron, iron, redstone, iron, 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 iron.
It's insane.
Diamond!
You can get diamond.
Watch this. You barely have enough time for diamond. On the 14th, you get gold, and the 18th, you get diamond. And you can roll away. You just have enough to get a diamond.
So you can do all of that from a TNT, so it's insane. It's pretty insane if you think about it.
So let me explain why that actually works. So basically, the way they coded it is Sakurai focused really hard on like the competitive equals Battlefield, Small Battlefield, and FD. He didn't think about stages like Smashville, Talon, Pokemon Stadium, or all the other stages we use in tournament. So it's Group A, which is those 3 stages, and Group B, which is Battlefield, Omega, the stuff you do in Elite Smash, and there's Group B, which is everything else. The TNT functions as an actual, pretty much a Lilat stage. You know how I mentioned in other videos? You should check them out on the Steve stages. How Lilat functioned as always having iron. Well, you get a set amounts. It does. I think it does reset. So like. So it'll always be the same thing. So look, it'll always be iron, iron, redstone, iron, iron, and then gold, 1, 2, 3, diamond. Oh, parachute. Oh, perfect. But then I think when you die, it comes back. But look, you got iron so quickly off that.
It's broke.
You got gold, and look, that's 3 good things. In fact, those are the best 3 materials. You can basically stall with the TNTs, and by just standing on it, won't break faster. One of the ways Sakurai used to make it so you can't stall is by making it so you break faster. But until Nintendo goes back in codes and fixes that, so that standing on a TNT actually functions as standing on the block, because they tried to cover as many options as possible, and they weren't doing a bad job, but they missed one. By the way, just to mention, since I'm on the topic, downer anvils function as a TNT is the same way, which also functions as Lilac. So Lilac Crews, Corneria, TNTs, anvils, they all basically are the same thing, where you just get like a lot of iron and slightly earlier gold and much earlier diamond. You do farm slower though. It's like once every 24 frames apart.
Yeah.
Compare this to FD and Battlefield, where it's once every 14 frames apart. Compare this to Pokemon Stadium 2 and Kalos, where it's 18 frames apart. But normally, diamond is either the 28th item or the 30th item on most of the stages. On Lilac, or which is also on a TNT, it's actually it's the 15th item. But it's not twice as slow to get to. So like 24 times 15 is a smaller number than 18 or 14 times 28 or 30. So you still get earlier diamond from it, and not to mention you get constant iron, like constant iron. So that's nice if you ever need some iron, gold, or diamond real quick. It was I don't know how in the meta this is going to be like used for the farming, but that it's good to know, because there might be a time that you have extra time to spare in singles or doubles or campy matchup, and you're just like, I'm really low on iron, gold, and diamonds right now. Well,
I'm really low on iron. Let me mine off my
look. Now watch. See how I mentioned earlier? But watch what happens if I die real quick. So normally you'd think I'm near gold, right? But when I think it resets when you die. Yeah, see, it resets when you die. So even if you're near gold or near diamonds, if you die, the whole thing starts from square one again. It does not continue over. The materials you gained in the bottom left corner, they continue over. But this knowledge might be useful for you on a competitive level if you're using Steve or fighting against Steve. So I just wanted to mention all that stuff real quick, because on a competitive level that can be important. Now we'll go back to talking about more stuff on TNT. However, before I forget to mention, TNTs actually have an HP value, where after a certain number of damage, they actually break. The damage, the HP they have is 24. If you do 24 damage or more, the TNT breaks. However, a fire type move, it'll do double the damage. So you only need 12 damage in fire, or you need 24 damage from regular attacks, according to me and Salem's testing. I'm pretty sure it's the exact numbers. If not, it's almost nothing off. To show one example of this real quick, F Smash is obviously stronger than my down tilt, for example. See my down tilt? That'd be 12. That'd be like
well.
You
gotta turn on
actually
skill moves. Will that work on this?
Actually,
you hit the switch.
Actually, I want to see something. See, 11.5. That did 11.5. But check this out. Stale moves on. Now watch this move. 12, refresh, so the stale moves. Just enough to KO. And then I'll show forward smashing it. See, it doesn't break. Just trust us that it has 24 HP. We did the testing before this video.
And it also removes the switch if you hit it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Switch vanishes.
On both sides? I wonder if it's on both sides. Oh, on both sides too.
Yep.
Also to mention, we were testing with like Youngling's fire arrows, and I hit the top of the TNT, and the top of the TNT actually doesn't count. It's like a flat surface.
Yeah, it's
so you would think that hitting the top of the TNT would function like hitting the left or right side of the TNT, which is usually what's going to happen 99% of the time. But if you actually shoot like a fire arrow or just hit the top of the TNT, it doesn't function the same. So that was interesting.
It's pretty weird.
It's not something that was likely to come up, but yeah, there's a lot of random knowledge on TNTs. Another thing to show is that you can use this to edge guard Fox. But however, we tested the other moves. Like we tried to edge guard other characters with it, but it didn't work very well. So, but now I'm gonna show like him dropping a TNT on me when I'm Fox, and then see how it's just going to explode. I'll show in a second. Let's see how much damage this does. Oh, the exact.
Oh wow, convenient.
That's the. Wait a minute.
It's stronger than that, but because
I wonder
are on.
if it being staled actually. Oh, well, no. Keep in mind, in tournament mode, it still moves on. So that means it's actually no. Don't do anything. Wait a minute.
Wait. Oh, that's right. The distance.
Oh, it's a distance. So see, in tournament, the first up B will always be this strong. I wonder what the second one will be. Oh, so a fresh. Does that mean the second up B won't break it? Place a TNT. Well, the first one breaks it, guys.
Okay.
So let's. Yeah, the second one doesn't break it. So if it's a fresh Fox up B, so if Fox does not hit you in the match with an up B, or every stock, which is a very common scenario, by the way, then both this one, 20 damage, and this one will break it. Which means it's unfortunate for Fox. Fortunately for him, you can easily just drop a TNT on me. And then I get hit. That's without teching it.
It's
but yeah. And then you get all that damage. More related to that, you can actually jab me across the stage. So this matchup, I'm holding shield, by the way. And then yeah, well, I don't have to do that, but you could see
TNT,
that.
though.
You could see, yeah, it's not about TNT, but you could just see, man, this character can bully Fox. So I just wanted to mention all those things because on a competitive level, you're probably clicking this video because you probably want to know how you can beat up your friends with cool stuff, and now you know some ways. And now we'll get back to talking even more about TNTs because there's a lot to talk about on this topic.
So when you're at the edge of the stage and you place in TNT, you become incited for like a second and get pushed back. But the thing is, with this, you can actually hit it and instantly explode it when you're near the edge, because it forces the switch to just activate.
Well, why would you want to hurt yourself though?
Because you can two-frame people with that. That's the thing. So if you want to just hit them immediately with the TNT, you can use that for that. But besides that,
Wait, so I just do just this and down. What if I down tilt right away? Oh wait,
if you down tilt,
wait, what up that
that's
one?
a different setup.
Wait, what up this one?
That's a different setup.
I just hold a mash down B and then down air.
Yep, that's a different setup. It misses some of its hits, so it doesn't blow up the TNT instantly. But you can do crazy, insane things.
Wait
with
a minute, dude. That could be amazing because you know how I mentioned how like this does 12 damage if it hits all the way.
Yes.
So if it doesn't hit every hit, or if it's stale, it won't break it completely, but it'll make it so you only need like even a few hits of like a weak Bowser up B or almost any of our characters up B. Normally up Bs are weak enough, but a lot of the cast will. The TNT is going to explode by the next tap.
Yep, that's why it's amazing.
And then you also get the benefit of this fire. So you have the down tilt fire. That's even better. That's even better than doing this.
So you have setups. Like you have setups.
I actually didn't even know about that one.
That's why you see, you can even choose not to blow it up.
No, just do the fire.
It's just in case.
Down tilt.
Of course, it's just in case because like maybe you want to aim the TNT at them while they're off stage. Okay, no, you can't.
I think down tilt's the best one.
Down tilt is the best one because like there's so many things you can do with it. Like it's pretty interesting type thing to just take note of. Because like let's say you want to do something crazy. You want to do something crazy. Let's do this. Oh, okay. Let me try again. You can do things like that. You can actually just wild out with it. It's a little difficult to do because just like let's say you are trying to hit the TNT again.
So you have like multiple chances with like everything I'm doing. Like I have like 3 chances and then like that's like 3 chances right there.
You can just wild out with the edge guards.
Or I can do something like this and just be like, and then I can just be farming, and then I'll try again. And then you get the best. You still get some amount of farming while still getting 2 chances to hit them, and one of the hits can kill them.
Yep.
There's a lot you can do.
You can even tech off the stage and everything with that, but that's a different story. But I believe that's all we have. I think we went through the entire list of TNT stuff.
There's a lot you can do with TNTs, and those are some of the tips we have. Now, if you guys have other tips and recommendations for what you think that we could be doing better or more, or you just want to help out, and just be like, okay, well, actually, I think this TNT setup is even better, and here's why, then please let us know in the comments below, because we're still labbing the character and learning what we can, both to fight against Steve and to use Steve himself. So we're all about sharing information, so let us know in the comments below what you think could be done even better with TNTs, and let us know if we missed anything. And with that said, don't forget to follow Salem's YouTube and my YouTube. These will both be in the YouTube description below. Also in YouTube description if you want to help support me or my team. We have many things like affiliate links, NordVPN, vidIQ. There's merch you can buy, which can use to support me directly. And just check out the YouTube description before we're leaving. So with that said, thanks for watching our video, and I'll see you guys on the next video, because you know there's a lot more videos to come. And if you're interested in Steve's stuff, check out our past videos in addition. See you guys later.
See ya.